LVM Versicherungsagentur René Schäfer, ein starker Partner, wenn es um Versicherungen geht. Dein persönlicher Ansprechpartner, der jederzeit bei Problemen für dich einsteht. Rufen Sie jetzt an und vereinbaren Sie einen Termin bei der LVM Versicherungsagentur René Schäfer Nidderau. Jo, hallo liebe Bahnsportfreunde, herzlich willkommen bei Bahnsport TV. Ich bin's wieder, euer Bandy. Liebe Bahnsportfreundinnen und Bahnsportfreunde, am 23.09. fand das Viertelfinale der Schwedischen Liga statt. Dort startete Rospiggarna Hallstavik gegen Västervik. Es war für Rospiggarna leider das letzte Rennen der Saison. Man kam nicht weiter. Am Start wie immer unser Kollege und Fahrer Kai Huckenbeck, der sich da auch wieder wacker geschlagen hat. Und wie das Rennen gelaufen ist, können wir jetzt sehen. Ich wünsche euch gute Unterhaltung. Bis gleich.
Gate 1 in yellow, Rasmus Jensen gate 2 in red, Sam Masters gate 3 in white, and Andrei Lebedev gate 4 in blue. Riders will be psyching themselves up at the tapes. This should be a close one tonight. Don't forget, Västervik lead by just 2 points on aggregate coming into this one. This could go all the way. Here we go then with Heat 1. Laguta, Jensen, Masters and Lebedev's. Time to go racing here at Hallstavik. Away we go. Down towards the first turn. Laguta with a good start, but across from the outside comes Andrei Lebedev. The Latvian leads the way into the first and second bend. Second place in white is Sam Masters. Laguta, normally known for his fast gating, has gone back to third place. And Rasmus Jensen, the home skipper, is at the back. So it's a share of the points as it stands at the moment with a 3-all. Sam Masters, the former Australian champion, a star for Wolverhampton and Edinburgh in the UK over the last few years, chasing now Andrei Lebedev for the lead. Third place in yellow, it is Artem Laguta, one of the quickest riders in World Speedway this year. Rode for GKM Grudjons in the Polish League, of course, chased here by Rasmus Jensen, the Swindon Robbins man in the UK, a former Glasgow rider among others as well. One of the smaller tracks in the Swedish League here at Hallstavik. It is Andrei Lebedev who leads the way in the blue helmets. He's heading for victory in heat number 1. Chased hard by Sam Masters. Just going to beat him to the line for the win. Third place in yellow goes to Artem Laguta and Rasmus Jensen at the back. So we kick off with a share of the points. 3-3 from heat 1. 3 points for Andrei Lebedev, 2 for Sam Masters, 1 for Artem Laguta, and nothing for Rasmus Jensen. Sundstrom from the outside. Revs start to rise then. 3-all the score after heat number 1. This is heat 2. Away they go. Bit of a snaking start for the rider in white there, Huckenbeck. Round the outside comes his partner in yellow, Linus Sundstrom, to take up the lead. Dan Bewley's at the back as they head down the back straight for the first time. Kai Huckenbeck in that second place, but it is the man in yellow, Linus Sundstrom, who leads away. Bit of lift there in third place for the rider in white's Huckenbeck. May not be 100% fit after that wrist injury he picked up a couple of matches ago. He's replaced in the Västervik side by Anders Thompson last night. He runs wide there through turn 4. Dan Bewley goes through up into third place. So the scores will be level on the night once again after Heat 2 if it stays like this. Dan Bewley up there in third place, one of Britain's hottest prospects in World Speedway. And away goes the man in yellow, Linus Sundstrom, who leads the way. A familiar name to British fans for his time with the Rye House Rockets, among others. Hopefully we'll see Rye House back in Speedway in the next few years following their closure a couple of seasons ago. He's heading for victory in heat number 2 in yellow. It's yellow, blue, red, the finishing order. Kai Huckenbeck second, Dan Bewley third, and Mikael Beck at the back. 6 all on the night then. 50-52 on aggregate after heat number 2. Certainly led to a fair amount of confusion on my part last night. Anybody who was watching, I do apologise for what was a very substandard commentary on my part. We'll try and do better tonight. This is heat number 3 then. Jason Doyle going off the inside in yellow. Daniel Henderson, gate 2 in blue. Anton Carlson, gate 3 in white. And Timo Lahti, gate 4 in red. Right out on the outside there, Finland's top international with the retirement of the great Jonas Kilmakorpi a couple of years ago, the multiple world long track champion. One of Finland's greatest ever speedway riders in various disciplines. The only other Finn to be a world champion, Jarmo Hirvosoja, in ice racing in the early 90s. This is heat 3 then, 50-52 on aggregate, 6 all on the night. Doyle, Henderson, Carlson and Lahti, the riders off the inside and outside, are going to be the ones to watch here. Away they go, a rather uneven start. A slow getaway for Anton Carlson, but a good start by Jason Doyle. He leads the way into the first turn. The skipper of the Swindon Robins in the UK took them to League Championship glory last season. Here comes Timo Lahti around the outside, goes a bit too wide there through turn 4 though. His teammate Daniel Henderson himself does a bit of ice racing in the winter, up there in third place. At the back in white it is Anton Carlson, so we have yet another 3 all on the cards here. Timo Lahti trying to close in. Certainly a fillip to his confidence last night when he beat Grand Prix star Artem Laguta. Didn't manage to get through the Grand Prix challenge this year to get into next year's World Championship. It's been some time since we've seen a Finnish rider in the Grand Prix. Still out front is Jason Doyle, World Champion 3 years ago, the Australian. Third place in blue, Daniel Henderson seems to have the measure of Anton Carlson. It's going to be Jason Doyle who takes heat number 3. Second in red goes to Timo Lahti, Henderson third, Carlson at the back. So that's 3 alls in a row then. 2 race wins to Västervik. It's 9 apiece on the night, 53-55 on aggregates. Add the tapes for heat number 4. It's currently Rospiggarna 9, Västervik 9. 53-55 on aggregates in this playoff quarter-final. Heat number 4, it's Dan Bewley off the inside in red. Sam Masters, gate 2 in white. Kai Huckenbeck, gate 3 in blue. And off the outside in yellow, it's Artem Laguta. An update, incidentally, on Rospiggarna's team. Apparently, Timo Lahti is not here. It wasn't him in red in heat 3. He's having surgery on a hand injury. So he's on rider replacements, and it was Andrei Lebedev in red in heat 3. Thanks to whoever didn't tell me that in advance, and we thought it was Timo Lahti in red, so sorry about that again. Be nice if someone had told our graphics department, but anyway. This is heat number 4. Dan Bewley on 1 and a bonus off the inside in red. Sam Masters off gate 2 in white, he's on 2 points. Kai Huckenbeck off gate 3 in blue, he's on 2 points. And Artem Laguta on 1+1 off the outside in yellow. So none of these riders with a race win to their name so far. 9 all the score, 53-55 on aggregate. We're underway with heat 4. A lot of lift there for Dan Bewley from the inside, but he keeps the front wheel down on the run to the first turn, and he's got the lead. That's more like it from Dan Bewley. The Englishman leads the way down the back straight, pursued by the visiting pairing. Masters on the inside, Laguta on the outside, the rider in blue. Kai Huckenbeck all over the place there through turns 3 and 4. He's at the back, and we're on for yet another 3 all if it stays like this. Trying to recover from the back there, the rider in blue, Kai Huckenbeck. It's Dan Bewley out front in red, the man from Maryport in Cumbria, former British under-19 champion. Many seeing him as a British champion of the future. The Bellevue Aces man chased by Artem Laguta in yellow. This would be a huge boost to Dan Bewley's confidence if he can beat the Grand Prix star. 3rd place in white, it is Sam Masters. The scores are still going to be level on the night if it stays like this, but Laguta is attacking. Has a look to the outside on turn 3, but he's not close enough. Dan Bewley is going to hang on to take the win. Great ride by Dan Bewley. 2nd goes to Laguta. 3rd, Sam Masters. And Kai Huckenbeck at the back. 4 races, 4 3-alls then. It's 12 apiece after heats number 4, and the aggregate gap remains the same, 56-58 in favour of Västervik. Will it be a 2nd successive win for Dan Bewley? Sundstrom should be his main opposition here. Will we see yet another 3-all, or is the deadlock finally going to be broken? Sundstrom, Bewley, Beck and Henderson settle in for heat number 5 here at Hallstavik. Revs rise and away they go, and a good start by the visiting pairing from gates 1 and 3. It will be Sundstrom who leads the way in the first turn. Dan Bewley gets a slow start. He's at the back. Henderson has a look around the outside. He splits the visiting pairing. Down to 3rd goes to Mikael Beck. Trying for the outside is Daniel Henderson, and Dan Bewley is at the back. Linus Sundstrom leads the way, looking for 2 wins out of 2. This is playing into Västervik's hands at the moment. They could finally break the deadlock and take the lead on the night as well as on aggregates. Daniel Henderson under pressure from Mikael Beck, but couldn't get through there on the inside. This, as we said, one of the tighter tracks in Sweden. Dan Bewley on the outside line trying to close in a little. He goes for the outside run, but clear. In the lead, it is Linus Sundstrom into the final lap. 2nd place in blue is Henderson. Can Beck get through here for 2nd? He's right down on the white line there through turns 1 and 2. Bewley not closing in. It's going to be a win for Linus Sundstrom. Who's going to be 2nd and 3rd? Dan Bewley up on the outside. Is he going to get there on the run to the line? No, he's not. The win goes to Sundstrom. 2nd for Henderson. 3rd for Beck. And 4th for Dan Bewley. And finally, the deadlock is broken in favour of the visitors. We could be on for a shock here. Can Rospiggarna fight back? They can take the lead on the night with a 5-1, and that will level the score on aggregate at 63 apiece. It's all about that aggregate total. Jensen off 1 in red, Doyle off 2 in yellow, Lebedev gate 3 in blue, Carlson gate 4 in white. taking their time here at the start of heat number 6. 2 points in it, 14-16, 4 points in it on aggregate, 58-62. Start Marshall calling them forward. Jason Doyle should be the favourite here, but he's off the less favourable gate 2. Let's see how he gets on in the yellow helmet. They're underway. Down to the first turn. Rasmus Jensen gets away well, so does Doyle. Doyle cuts to the inside through turn 2. He cuts underneath. Rasmus Jensen takes the lead, and here comes Lebedev around the outside in the blue helmet. He's going for Doyle around the outside. Jason Doyle just about holds his advantage. It's Lebedev up into second place. Coming through on the inside is Rasmus Jensen. He's defending from Anton Carlsen in white. Are we going back to shared heats here with Jason Doyle out front? Lebedev giving you a run for his money, and look at Carlsen up the inside there, trying to challenge Rasmus Jensen, who seems to be struggling so far. The number 1, the skipper of Rospiggarna, no less. He's holding third place there. Carlsen had a good go there, though. Away goes Jason Doyle with the lead in yellow. Looks like it is going to be a 3-all. Unless Lebedev does something special here. I don't think he's going to catch Jason Doyle. Now the rider in red, Rasmus Jensen, looks safe in third position. Jason Doyle around turns 3 and 4. He's going to take the win in heat number 6. Lebedev second, Jensen in third, Carlsen at the back. A 5th 3-all of the night then. It's 17-19 on the night in favour of Västervik, and they still lead on aggregates by 4 points, 61-65. Welcome back to Hallstavik, Sweden. Getting ready for heat number 7 here between Rospiggarna and Västervik in this playoff quarter-final second leg. 17-19 the score on the night, 61-65 on aggregates. Kai Huckenbeck replaces Timo Lahti for heat number 7 in red. In blue it's Daniel Henderson, yellow Artem Laguta, and in white Sam Masters. Laguta and Masters for the visitors, both on 3+1. Kai Huckenbeck on 2 points. And Daniel Henderson on 3+1 as well. So all 4 of these riders looking for their first win. I reckon Artem Laguta will be the one to watch here, the Russian in the yellow helmet. Kai Huckenbeck at last place, last time out in Heat 4. He's out in red in place of Timo Lahti. See how the German gets on. One of Germany's leading internationals these days. Of course, Germany's number 1 speedway rider had to sit out this season due to a broken hip. Martin Smolinski, who should have been in the Grand Prix series this year, has had to miss the season. Crashed while training in Germany. So hopefully we'll see him back next year. This is Heat 7 then, 17-19, 61-65. It's Henderson, Laguta, Huckenbeck, and Masters off the outside. Tapes up and away they go. Down to the first turn. Decent start by Laguta. Decent start by Masters as well. Round the outside to take the lead. The Australian into the first turn. And Västervik on a 5-1 as they head down the back straight. Laguta in second place. Going for the outside. Going for broke is Kai Huckenbeck in red. Is it going to work? No, it doesn't. The outside line not working as well today. He's trying again through turns 1 and 2. Determined to catch Artem Laguta for second. But Sam Masters jet propelled out front in the white helmet. Huckenbeck keeps on trying on that wider line. At the back in blue, it is Daniel Henderson. But Rospiggarna could be in trouble here. They're going to be 6 points down on the night, and even further behind on aggregates. I was not expecting this at all. This is impressive from Västervik. Are they going to do what Schwedische did 3 years ago? They barely got in the playoffs and went on to win the title when they were the rank outsiders. Sam Masters heading for his first win of the evening in white around the final turn. Second to Laguta. Third place in red for Kai Huckenbeck, and Daniel Henderson at the back. Well, how many meetings have we had this year when Artem Laguta hasn't taken a race win? It's his partner Sam Masters doing the winning, 62-70 on aggregates. A surprise here in Hallstavik. 2 Danes, a Swede and a Latvian for heat number 8. Lebedev will fancy his chances here. He's already had 1 win tonight. That was from the outside gate, though. Gate 4 is working well. That's where Mikkel Beck is starting from. Just doing a bit of gardening there on the outside, just digging a bit of a rut he can launch himself from. Jason Doyle looking on, the skipper of Västervik. They've certainly impressed so far, the South Swedish-based side. 18-24 the score. Can Rospiggarna fight back in this heat number 8? Let's find out. Tapes up and away they go. They've made a good start. Andrei Lebedev leads the way into the first turn. Jensen side by side with Sundstrom into turns 1 and 2. Who's going to come out with second? Jensen's there on the outside, and Rospiggarna are 1 and 2 into turn 3 for the first time. Trying to get around the outside is Mikkel Beck in white. Sundstrom, unbeaten so far, is there on the inside in 3rd place, but away goes Andrei Lebedev. He's making the difference for Rospiggarna in this one. Chased by his partner Rasmus Jensen, who's starting to come good after a fairly lacklustre start to his meeting. Sundstrom's going to lose his maximum here. He's back in 3rd place. At the back in white, it is Mikkel Beck. Home side are going to take a 5-1 from this heat number 8. And that's going to close the gap. They'll still be 4 points behind on aggregate. There'll be just a couple of points in it on the night. Lebedev and Jensen reign supreme in this heat number 8, well clear of the previously unbeaten Linus Sundstrom. Lebedev wins it, Jensen second, third goes to Sundstrom, Mikkel Beck at the back. Perfect response from Rospiggarna. 23-25 the score, 67-71 on aggregate. Kai Huckenbeck, 3 points from 3 rides so far. Dan Bewley is on 4+1. Jason Doyle is unbeaten, 6 points, going for 3 out of 3, while Anton Carlson in white has yet to score. He's getting some adjustment to his bike there. Only 2 points in it, so no chance of any tactical substitutions by the team managers here. I think that's maybe a change. I think that's Noel Valquist, the number 7 in white. I think I just heard from the stadium announcer. He couldn't see his number there. I think that's Noel Valquist, the Västervik reserve that's coming here. Yes, it is. That's confirmed now. So it's Noel Valquist off gate 1. Anton Carlson's been taken out. He's yet to score. Let's see how the young reserve gets on here. He didn't ride for Västervik in the first leg last night, so he gets his first ride of this quarter-final off the inside. Tapes up and away they go. Rather uneven start, but a good start by Dan Bewley. He got that exactly right. And it's Rospiggarna 1 and 2 through turn 2 because the rider in blue, Kai Huckenbeck, has come through on the outside. And how often do we say this? Jason Doyle is on the wrong end of a 5-1. Now, Dan Bewley's already beaten 1 Grand Prix rider tonight. Can Huckenbeck and Bewley team ride Jason Doyle out of it? The rider in blue, Kai Huckenbeck, running wide there. They pincer Jason Doyle into turn 3. Oh, this is close at the front of the field. Dan Bewley on the inside. He's got to team ride with Kai Huckenbeck here to keep Jason Doyle out of it. Huckenbeck moves wide. So does Doyle. The German wise to the Australians' attack there. Now Doyle with a run on Bewley around the outside. Huckenbeck tries to slow him down. Doyle's going to try and get through here for second place on the outside. He could split them here into turn 1. Bewley back up the inside. Huckenbeck's got the lead. Doyle round the outside. He's got past Dan Bewley. Doyle into second place. Now he's going to give it his all to go for Kai Huckenbeck into turns 3 and 4. Bewley trying to come back up the inside. It's going to be a win for Huckenbeck. Doyle second place. Bewley will be frustrated there to take third, and Noel Valquist at the back. Very close race there in heat number 9. Jason Doyle, a great ride to split the team riding pair of Dan Bewley and Kai Huckenbeck. 4-2 is the result of that one. Huckenbeck will go off gate number 1 in white. Andrei Lebedev gate 2 in blue. Artem Laguta gate 3 in yellow. Rasmus Jensen gate 4 in red. Is there any way back for Rospiggarna? If they get a 5-1 here, and not only they will retake the lead on the Knights, they'll go in front on aggregate as well. They've got to win tonight by 4 points or more on their home track. Doesn't sound much, does it? But Västervik fighting hard. Decision to switch our coverage from the Dakarna Indiana match has certainly paid off. Seeing a close contest here. Västervik putting up a great fight. Lebedev could be the favourite here going from gate 2. Watch for Jensen on the outside as well. The outside line, or the outside gate at least, working well. Here we go then, ready for heat number 10. Can the inclusion of Rasmus Jensen make a difference to Rospiggarna? Well, Lebedev hasn't made the best of start. Watch for Jensen from the outside, but it's the rider in white who hits the front. Mikael Beck for the first time tonight. They're going to go either side of him or try to down into turn 3. Goodness me, that was close. Jensen gets squeezed out on the outside, and Mikael Beck has somehow held his lead around the outside. He's only scored 1 point so far. Lebedev on the attack now, runs back out wide towards the fence. Get off, says Mikael Beck, and holds his lead. And Laguta is at the back in yellow. Well, the form book being turned upside down here. Mikael Beck out front, Jensen up into second. I thought we'd see Lebedev and Laguta fighting for the lead in this one. They're down in third and fourth. It's a 3-all as it stands at the moment, so the away side, Västervik, can still hold their 2 points aggregate lead. But Mikael Beck, what a turnaround. Just that 1 point so far, which came when he beat Dan Bewley in Heat 5 for third place. Jensen giving chase in second. And the good run of form by Andrei Lebedev coming to an end here. He's down in third ahead of Artem Laguta. Mikael Beck takes the win in heat number 10. I did not expect that. Second place in red, Rasmus Jensen. Third in blue, Andrei Lebedev. And Artem Laguta at the back. Rospiggarna will face Indiana. This is heat 11. Anton Carlson, gate 1 in white. Kai Huckenbeck, gate 2 in blue. Linus Sundstrom, gate 3 in yellow. Rasmus Jensen out for a second successive ride in red off gate 4. Anton Carlson yet to score. Linus Sundstrom, only the 1 defeat. He was on the wrong end of a 5-1 in Heat 8. He's on 7. Rasmus Jensen on 5 plus 2. Kai Huckenbeck on 6. I reckon Sundstrom could be the one to watch here in yellow. Kai Huckenbeck is somewhat unpredictable. Never quite know what the German's going to do. And Jensen again has got that outside gate. We saw him challenging from there on the back of Mikkel Beck in the previous race, but this is heat number 11. Away they go. Decent start by Sundstrom in yellow. He's outgated Kai Huckenbeck. He's outgated Rasmus Jensen. Leads the way into the first turn. Jensen around the outside of Anton Carlsen. And Kai Huckenbeck got a slow start there. He's at the back in blue. So it's a 4-2 to Västervik as it stands at the moment. Trying to make it a 5-1. Look at Anton Carlsen up the inside. He's had a battle with Rasmus Jensen already tonight. Tries to run him wide through turn 2. Look at this. They're side by side down the back straight. Sundstrom's got the lead. Kai Huckenbeck going for his favoured wide line, but it's not working for him. And Carlsen tries again down the home straight. He just can't find the power to get alongside Rasmus Jensen for second place and try and make a move up the inside. Linus Sundstrom has the lead. Then second in red is Jensen. Now here comes Huckenbeck. He switched to the inside. That's what he needs to do. He's attacking Anton Carlsen for that third place. Can he get through here? No, you don't, says Carlsen. He blocks him coming off turn 2. It's going to be a third win of the night for Linus Sundstrom ahead of Rasmus Jensen. Who's going to be third? Looks like Carlsen is going to hang on. That point could prove critical. That's a 4-2 to the visitors. They're back in the lead on the night, 32-34. 76 points to 80. Could see a race off if this is 90 apiece on aggregate, of course. Bewley off gate 1 in red, Masters gate 2 in white, Henderson gate 3 in blue, Doyle off the outside. He's dropped just 1 point, beaten by Kai Huckenbeck in heat 9. Sam Masters is on 6+1. Dan Bewley's had a race win. He beat Artem Laguta in heat 4. He's on 5+1. Daniel Henderson 3+1. Henderson, another very unpredictable ride. We'll have to wait and see what Rospiggarna do in the nominated races as well. Emil Milberg, their number 7, might have to take his only ride in Heat 13. Rospiggarna are up against it here. Heat 12 then. Bewley, Masters, Henderson and Doyle. Tapes up and away they go. Good start by Jason Doyle from the outside. Masters has got out with him. I thought this might happen. The two Aussies are in front as they hit the first turn. Dan Bewley's missed out from the start again. He either makes a brilliant start or a very poor start, Dan Bewley. There's no in-between with him. But talking of in-between, the rider in blue there, Daniel Henderson, looked to go in between Doyle and Masters. They'll try and team ride him out of it here. Oh, Daniel Henderson out of shape, nearly hits Jason Doyle coming out of turn 2. They're on a collision course there, but this is critical for Västervik. They're on a 5-1 with 3 races to go. Dan Bewley at the back in red. Rospiggarna could be heading out here. There'll be 6 points in it on the night. All big lock up there for Jason Doyle. He nearly lost it. Daniel Henderson wasn't close enough to capitalise there. Sam Masters is heading for victory in this heat number 12. Daniel Henderson's riding on one wheel in third place almost all the way round. Sam Masters coming in to win it. Jason Doyle will take second. Henderson third. Bewley at the back. And Rospiggarna in real trouble now. 33-39 with that second 5-1 of the night to Västervik. And there's 8 points in it on the night, 77-85. Västervik get a heat advantage here, then they are through. There is your lineup. Gate 1 in white we have Huckenbeck. Gate 2 in blue it's Daniel Henderson. Anton Carlson, gate 3 in yellow. And it's Emil Milberg, who hasn't ridden yet tonight, the reserve in red off gate 4 for Rospiggarna. Of course, with no Timo Lahti, they can't use anybody else in this one. They're not far enough behind to use a substitute. They have to be 8 points down. They're only 6 points down. A 3-all would leave them needing 2 5-1s in heats 14 and 15, so Henderson and Milberg have got to get a heat advantage. Huckenbeck starting as the favourite, had a win in heat 10 against the odds off the inside here in white. Gate 3 in yellow, Anton Carlson, just 1 point to his name. Here we go then with heat number 13. Beck, Henderson. There they go then down towards the first turn. Milberg hasn't made the start. Henderson has. That'll give them a bit of hope, but he's got some lift on the outside coming through the middle. Here's the man in yellow, Anton Carlson. He makes the decisive move into turn 3, past his teammate Huckenbeck, and Västervik are 1 and 2. This is going to put them into the playoff semi-finals. Henderson got some lift there, as he has been doing all night. He's down to third. Milberg at the back in red, and Rospiggarna, who finished just a point off top of the table behind Leonen, are going out in the quarter-finals. What a shock. Västervik fighting on. Could they be the new Eskilstuna Schwedische this season? Still a few matches to go yet before we see if that will happen. But Anton Carlson in the yellow helmets. No score in his first 2 rides. He was substituted in his third by Noel Wahlquist. And he's going to hit the winning points for Västervik. Huckenbeck backing him up in second. Here they come round the final turn. Västervik are going through to the semi-finals. Rospiggarna are out. Well, who would have predicted that ahead of tonight? Rospiggarna are out. Anton Carlson and Huckenbeck score the winning points. It's a 5-1 to the visitors. 34-44. They'll win. Has misspelled Dan Bewley's name. This is heat number 14 then. I reckon Laguta will start as the favourite here, going from the outside in yellow. Turning away, as he always does, Artem Laguta. He always has to be the last man to line up. Must be a superstitious thing. Here we go then with heat number 14. Revs begin to rise and away they go. Laguta gets away well from the outside. Dan Bewley's made a good one as well. They're level into the first turn. Bewley's got the inside, so he should pull ahead here. He's on one wheel down the back straight. And we're taking Emil Saifudinov line there through turn 3. Bouncing off the fence nearly as he moved to the outside. He's still on one wheel. He's all over the place here, Dan Bewley, but he's somehow holding his lead. The Västervik pairing in second and third. Here comes Laguta. Whoa, nearly lost it there on the outside. Goodness me, that was close. Thought he was going to hit the fence there. They're riding on the edge here, just as we saw at Indiana last night in the match at Kumla. Now trying to come through is Kai Huckenbeck, attacking the man in white, Linus Sundström. It's a 3-all as it stands. Huckenbeck round the outside again. Laguta trying to line up an attack on Dan Bewley. Oh, nearly contact there going into turn 1 as Huckenbeck and Sundström almost came together. Huckenbeck's got through on the outside. Now here comes Laguta. He's going for a lunge up the outside. He'll cut back towards the inside. Oh, Dan Bewley's lost it. Oh dear, Dan Bewley comes down. It's a 4-2, the result. The riders cross the line. What a shame for Dan Bewley. Just picked up too much drive there. He's up and okay. That's the main thing. What a disappointment for Dan Bewley. I was about to say it's been an up and down evening for Dan Bewley, and, well, quite literally there. Okay, the win goes to Artem Laguta, second for Kai Huckenbeck, and third for Linus Sundström. So that's a 4-2. And fair play, Artem Laguta giving Dan Bewley a lift back to the pits. That's good sportsmanship. 36-48 now the score. 80-94 on aggregate. the lineup confirmed. You can see there how late a signing Andrei Lebedev was before the playoffs. He hasn't got a name card. Final race of the night then. Can Västervik pull away further? Will Rospiggarna get some pride restored with a heat advantage? Maybe a 5-1? We will find out over the final 4 laps of the evening here at Hallstavik. Down towards the first, so they go. Good start by Jason Doyle. Sam Masters gets that with him. Lebedev will go for the outside. Masters blocks Rasmus Jensen on turn 2, and away go Västervik. Well, all the fight's gone out of Rospiggarna now, really. Look how wide Jason Doyle is there through turn 4. Let's hope for no further falls. Sam Masters holding second on the inside. Doyle taking the outside. Masters on the inside. Here comes Andrei Lebedev with an attack through turn 4 there. Teammate Rasmus Jensen's there on the inside. It's going to be a 16-point victory on the night and 18 on aggregate for Västervik. What has happened to Rospiggarna tonight? I thought they'd run away with this. Instead, it's the visitors that have run away with it. Could we see a shock for the league title on the cards this year? Jason Doyle already celebrating with a wheelie down the back straight. He is heading for victory in this heat number 15. Sam Masters hanging on to second place. Jensen pulls up on the final turn. Lebedev takes third place. Rasmus Jensen at the back. We'll give you the individual scorers in a moment, but that's a comprehensive victory for a very impressive Västervik side. Final score of 37-53.
Ja, liebe Freunde, das war die Begegnung Rospiggarna Hallstavik gegen Västervik. Es war leider für Rospiggarna das letzte Rennen für 2020. Sie sind leider nicht mehr weitergekommen nach dem Viertelfinale. Bahnsport TV, danke fürs Zuschauen und bleibt alle gesund. Bis demnächst. Euer Bandi, macht's gut, bleibt gesund. Tschüssi!